Hi guys, welcome to episode 24 of Mandy Pinecone Crafts. Today is Sunday, October 30th. It's been probably a month and a half since I recorded by myself. I've done 2 episodes of the After Hours Knits podcast in between there while I was on. I had taken some vacation days beginning of the month to go to Vermont Sheep and Wool and to celebrate my 10th anniversary. If you haven't seen those are on their feed. So everything I'm going to show you is since I recorded with them last 2 weeks ago. Yeah, because I recorded yesterday. So this is everything I've done the last 2 weeks. I've got a bunch of FOs, some whips, stash, 2 giveaways to do because I'm going to I redrew for the Harvest Grain pattern because the original winner never got back to me. And then I have the giveaway winner for the Nessa's Needle Minder. So that will be at the end of the podcast. And then I've been reading a lot of books, so I'm going to go over some of those at the end also. So let's get started with the knitting. So the first finished object I have is my Achaia hat by Claire Divine. This was knit on US 7s out of Fiber Stash, worsted in the purple butterfly color. I was up here when I recorded with the After Hours Knits girls, and that lived in a Tangled Skein CA bag that had butterflies on it, and it is Fiber Stash. So there's that one. Next finished object is my Cupcake Yarns Beetlejuice socks. This is on her sprinkles base. This has a little bit of sparkle. I was down here when I recorded with the girls. I've got both finished just in time to wear to work tomorrow for Halloween. These were knit on US 1s. Those are the 2 that you guys have seen. So the next one is out of some Fiber Stash in her strong sock, which is 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. This is in colorway 91. It is the Close to You shawl by Justina Lorikowski. It is an asymmetrical shawl that you starts down here and then you bind off, and it has little eyelets. Hey, boop, camera, this way. So and then you do a picot bind off. This is actually a shop sample for Christia Fiber Stash. She is vending at Northeast Fiberfest next weekend at the Big E. So if you are in the New England area and have a chance, it's Saturday and Sunday, the 5th and 6th of November. She is going to be vending. Katrinkles is there. I think Into the World, there's a bunch of big people going. I can't go because I've got to work both days, but I've been knitting a couple shop samples for her. I showed off a couple other ones that I finished last time I recorded in the After Hours After Hours. That actually just lived in the yarn bowl that my dad had made for me. This is more or less a log of pecan when he was up about 3-4 weeks. Actually, it's been a month. He'd made this as a Christmas birthday gift for me and just hadn't brought it up yet. So I kept the shawl in that because it was one skein. I've got about that much left, enough to put in my blanket. So there's that. And then living in a New York Rangers bag that I made myself is a Seahawks hat for my cousin, my aunt's son. He is 2, I think. Yeah, yes, he's 2. Because she didn't, yeah, he'll be 2, he'll be 3 in March, so yeah, 2. I'm gonna knit each her husband, and also this is hats. This is the randomest hat by Fractious Fibers. I got a kit last summer from Must Love, yeah, over the summer from Must Love Yarn, and it came with the pattern on the ball band. So I knit myself a hat, and then just used the pattern modified the pattern to make a toddler hat. It's out of Knit Picks Brava in the Peapod, the Celestial, and the Silver. This is their worsted. This was knit, the ribbing on 6s, and the rest of the hat in 7s. I don't remember what the US millimeter size is, but there's that. I've got 2 more to knit, adult size to knit some point. They're simple, easy pattern to do. So I will knit 2 more of those. And then the last thing I have for finished objects is some spinning. Excuse me, reaching. It is the pink Corriedale that I was spinning. It's really thick and thin. It's 4 ounces of 4 different colors of pink Corriedale. I don't even know the yardage. I just finished plying it this morning, and it's blowing it out. There's one section of hot pink, but the rest is more of a muted reddish pinky color, and then you've got really light right there. That actually shows better. So there's that there. That was spun up on my drop spindle that I got from Contented Butterfly that has the wheel on it. So there's that. What I've been working on. For whips, I have a couple more. I've got my Highway Rage socks out of Cupcake Yarns Facing Fate, and I dropped stitches, so I want to pick them up. I've got one done, and then I'm working up the foot on the second one. So I was about here. I've got 2 inches. Every these socks were going to be for me, and then the more I knit on them, the more I'm not in love with the color of them, because this is a green, which is showing up more blue and stuff. So a friend of mine at work actually has the same size feet as I do, so and loves this color palette, so these will go to her. And this is Cupcake Yarns Yummy Base out of the Facing Fate color. It was part of her last Disney collab. So there's those. What's next? Okay. And my Disney Princess bag that I made is a test knit for my friend Brandy, Eat My Yarns. She'd come up with a pattern for self-striping and variegated yarn. This is out of Fiber Stash Twinkle Toes in the 79 colorway, I think. Give me a second. Yes, 79. Because I've got 2 different numbers. I have 84 also, which has blue and brown speckles, which I'm going to knit a shawl for a different aunt when I get a chance. So I've got the toe done, and then a little bit of the patterning on it. These are knit on size 1s Hiya Hiya Sharps. which is a 2.25 millimeter. I've worked a little bit on my Mama Vertebrae, which lives in another princess bag. This one is from Brandy. I'm seriously debating actually ripping this out. I like it, but I'm just not in the mood to knit on it. So it's gonna either get frogged or go in hibernation. I've knit probably 4 rows since you guys saw it last. But and this yarn is No Maker's Winter Wonderland in her House Gnome base. The body of it is the Winter Wonderland, and then the button band is going to be this, what she calls Street Snow. It was a doppelganger set that I bought. A skein of the Winter Wonderland came with the green, and then I bought an extra skein of the Winter Wonderland to do the sweater with. 2 Christmases ago? Yeah, 2 years ago I bought those. She's got her actually Christmas yarns out now. And then the last thing I'm actually working on is some spinning. This is my, sorry for the reaching, Fractious Fibers 3 Feet of Sheep in the colors, the Capital colorway. It is some BFL. It is, starts lovely colors and then goes to orange. I've got the pink that was in there, and that is, my light is blowing that out. And this is the wheel spindle that I spun the pink Corriedale on. And then I just finished up the peachy orange color, and this is on a wheel that I've got from, not a wheel, spindle I got from Tina's Angora on Etsy. It is this lovely pink stone. It screams me, and I love it. I love spinning on it, but it doesn't hold a lot, so I had to wind it off on the other one. And my spindles live in another Tangled Skein CA bag. This one is also Princess Pink, and it has a satin princess lining on it. So there's that. That's really what I've been working on for the last couple days. The shawl took me 5 days to finish, start to finish. I've got to actually weave in ends and get it to Christy some point this week. There's that. Okay, stash. Part of my anniversary gift was my husband just told me to order whatever I feel like. So I ordered some different fibers because I wanted to spin. So I'd asked different friends where to order from, and I was enabled. The first order I did was from the Woolly Witch. These are Rolegs. These are 1 ounce. This one is 90% 19 micron merino, 21.5 merino, Corriedale and Firestar in the Somewhere Over the Rainbow colorway. And then I got, this one is 15 micron merino, 21 micron merino, Seacell, Firestar, and Angelina in the Pretty in Pink. It's got yellows and pinks. And then this one was 21.5 micron merino, Angelina, Bamboo, and Firestar in the Princess Bubblegum colorway. And that is actually showing really true to color. It is really pinks and lovely. And then she sent me just a little, like one single Roleg in this green colorway, which is Merino, Angelina, and Cultivated Silk in the over the More and Among the Heathers colorway, which is an Outlander reference. I haven't read or watched Outlander yet. I've got the whole set of books on my Kindle. I just haven't got around to reading it yet. And then months ago, Jen, the Uncreative Crafter, which if you actually want to see Jen, she's going to be in Christie's booth manning it on next Saturday, the 5th. Had sent me a link to Fiverr months ago because she knew my love of pink. So she sent me, I favorited it and then was going through my favorites looking for Fiverr to buy. So I picked up this lovely pinks and oranges, which is called Strawberry Mango, and it is created by Elsby on Etsy, and she also has a Facebook group, Instagram. There's all that. This is a repeatable colorway. This is 4 ounces of a superwash Targhee. So there's that. And then there is this lovely goodness, which is called Pumpkin Patch. It's a one-of-a-kind 4 ounces of Rambouillet. And this isn't my colors, but I love the color combination. And I'm all for pumpkin everything right now. I am very much a white girl that I've loved my pumpkin spice, my pumpkin everything. So there's that. I also had to place an order with Knit Picks, picked up the worsted weight Brava, and then I also picked up the same colors in the support, because my aunt is actually expecting their second child in March and finds out next week or the week after what they're having. So her husband is a big Seahawks fan, and so every Sunday they dress up in Seahawks, and so I want to knit the new baby something. So this is the Sport and the Peapod, the silver, and the Solstice Heather, which is a darker blue. It's showing up really bright there. Well, also my HR manager is actually just found out she's expecting a little girl, so I picked up Cotton Candy. This is also in the Brava Sport, because I don't have a lot of acrylics to make baby gifts with. I've got like a bunch of Red Heart and stuff that I'll use for toys, but nothing soft and squishy to do baby sweaters or things with. So I've got the Cotton Candy and the lady slippers. So that's gonna be a sweater and hat set. This is a little more pinky than it's showing up, but I like them together. I've worked with actually our HR manager's husband since almost I started where I am at Lowe's. He was I've knit he's in the past had got me to knit, or commissioned me to knit a stocking for his mother, and then the first year they were dating I knit actually the drizzle hat, which is what I'm wearing, and a set of mittens for her. So I have to knit the baby something. And I'm wearing sit up. I'm wearing my smitten tee that I knit over the summer. I don't remember who it's by. So there's that. I've got a crate sitting over here that has everything in it, which is all my fibers going in there. So next up is the giveaway winners for the Harvest Grain socks. These are by Sarah Nova Crafts, Johanna Designs. I test knit these, and this actually, the patterning is coming out really well in the camera. They've got a lace pattern down the sock. This one was actually knit toe up, and then this one was knit cuff down, because she's got the pattern written both ways. So you can actually see the difference. How can I hold these so you can actually see the difference? It's the sock I'm gonna pull. So the patterning looks a little bit different. I really like this. The winner was post number 3, who is Galloping Jester. And I met her at New Hampshire Sheep and Wool and picked up a skein of her yarn. And yesterday she announced that she's gonna no longer dye. She's got a full-time job, going back to school for a master's, so she doesn't have the time. So that's sad to see her stop dyeing, but it is lovely yarn. Hopefully, when things slow down for her, she does dye some more. But best of luck to her. And then the other giveaway, which was for this little needle minder from Nessa's Needle Minders, was again post 3. There was only 2 posts, which was Christy Rose. So Galloping Jester and Christy Rose, please PM me and I will get you your prize. With this, I'm gonna put together a little care package that will fit in an envelope. So there's that. What else? Books. books. I do the Amazon Kindle Unlimited. So I will, when I'm just in the mood to read a book, I'll go through and just browse what is recommended for me. I read a lot of different romance novels. That's mainly, actually that's, 90% of what I read. Every so often I'll find a book that isn't a romance to read. I have been reading Respect the Spindle, because that is part of the Kindle Unlimited, just to pick up little things here and there. I've read a couple pages here and there, but what I've been mostly reading is what are called sweet romances. So they have none of the bedroom scenes, very little kissing. You'll get holding hands, but the bedroom, everything is, if there are bedroom scenes, you are from the outside, not from the inside of the bedroom, which is nice. And most of them, it's I've been doing the, the Coupling Cowboys by Kristen Osborne and Mary Farber. They alternate who writes a book. It takes place in, I want to say, either Colorado or Wyoming. It's a town that underwear models did a shoot at one of the farms, so they had to, it's a sweet romance, so there was a lot of women hooking up with the underwear models, so the town doesn't have as many women, so different people are coming in, and it started with 4 brothers that had to get married somewhat reasonably quick to fulfill their fathers or grandfathers' will. It's been a while since I read the first 4 books. So they end up with 4 sisters, and then their cousins move in, and so it's a nice, sweet series. very little bedroom scenes in that. Also by Kristen Anderson, she does a set called At the Altar, so it is a matchmaker. The whole premise of the book is a matchmaker sets you up, but you don't meet your significant other until you actually meet at the altar. You know nothing about him. She doesn't want any preconceived notions from name, whatever details, and you have to agree to stay together for a year. They are funny. My favorite book is actually about a pastor. I'm not a religious person, but it was just how she wrote it. And so if that is what you like to read, I'd recommend checking that out. And then on the other side of the spectrum is Lexi Blake. Her newest book just came out, and I have loved this set up until I love her set. I just picked up the newest one. I haven't got a chance to read it, but I know this is going to be a tearjerker because this set of books does with a security firm. So it's two brothers started, and then a bunch of their friends, and they meet different, their partners, significant others, wives, while they're on missions. And this newest book is and then halfway through this series, they're on book, I think, 12 or 13, because she's got different spin-offs. Halfway through the series, they find out that they've got two long-lost brothers who are twins. The last book, not the last one, 2 books ago, one of the brothers is thought to be killed on a mission trying to rescue one of the firm's agents' wives, because she was kidnapped and all this fun stuff. But then you find out that he's still alive, and his twin brother goes to find him. But when he dies, his girlfriend finds out she's pregnant with, after he supposedly dies, his girlfriend finds out she's pregnant with their child. And so the newest book, they rescued him last book, and now him and his girlfriend are getting back together, and you have to relive all this. And these are books that I can't read and have to put down. They're ones that I have to devote a full day of. Let's sit down and read a book. I don't want to do anything else. So if you are really like the Secret Agent, things like that, check her Masters and Mercenaries set out. They're like $5 a book on Amazon. It's not a bad price, and it's a really good set of books. That's about it for today. It's going to be probably going to record again in about 2 weeks, depending on what my work schedule is and how much I get done on different projects. So have a good, happy Halloween to everybody that celebrates it. Stay safe. So bye, y'all.